I can't even imagine how freakishly hot this place must be when the floor, the ceiling, the walls, everything is metal. How are these people not being baked alive? And they've already said that air conditioners are very rare. Like, Elisa's house doesn't even have one. Only the Rhineford company has one. So, you know they are not putting them in this fortress. They don't care about their soldiers. I believe I've spoken to the people in the mess hall. Let me just double check. These days I find myself looking forward to meal. Yeah. We've definitely talked to these people. Where do I still need to go? Imperial Army Base, Corellia. We've been to the motor pool. I don't know if we've been this way. Flight port. How do you believe people survive on boats or in submarines? I mean, I've been on cruises and it was different. The walls were not all metal. Sure, like the outer shell is metal, but also they have air conditioners and windows. Submarines, though, I would die. I'm not meant for that kind of life. Looks like this is the fortress's airport. There might come a day when I find myself in a military airship. I do like this airship. When will they give us a game where we get our own airship? The squad deserves an airship. They gave me like a Hummer. I want the airship. We're about to head out for our military exercise. They say the 4th Armored Division's the strongest unit in the Imperial Army. They have ordnance here? That's fair. That they do. You're sure they can have some air conditioning hidden out of sight? Also fair. I'm looking forward to this. Try not to get close to the airships. Look at me. I'm touching the airship. What now, sir? What now? Crazy. It really is night and day. Yeah, it's hard to imagine two places more diametrically opposed. What's wrong, you two? Oh, we were just talking about how different this place is to Jirai. Jirai was super lively, but this place... I think Crow's having withdrawals now that he's somewhere without easy access to a casino at all times. Oh, I see. I can imagine. It seems like everyone's talking about Jirai these days, though. Are they? I've never even heard of it until we were told that the other group was going there for their field study. Was it really that amazing? It was. I didn't know what to expect with the recent annexation by Erebonia, but everything looked fine to me. I'm sure it did. I also don't think the people of Jirai would complain to military students of the country that annexed them. They would probably keep that to themselves. It has offices, an entertainment district, and all the people I saw were thoroughly enjoying themselves. I'd go so far as to say that they're happy to be under the Imperial government's control. I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh? A little bird told me Chancellor Osborne was the one behind the annexation in the first place. It also told me he used some pretty forceful tactics to get them to agree. Sounds like him. Also, Crow's eyes are red, so my theory from the other day that he's also a demon stands. And of course, most of their tax money takes a brand new detour straight into the Imperial government's pockets. I wouldn't be surprised if he made the annexation happen just to fatten his pocketbook. But paying taxes is a citizen's duty. It's only natural that they do so now that they're under Erebonia's protection, right? Protection. Is that what they're calling it? like when the mob takes control of your neighborhood and they're like, you gotta pay me protection money now. What am I protecting you from? I mean, really, you need to be protected from me, but just pay me anyway. Sounds like this is a pretty complicated issue. You're one stubborn kid. Oh well, we're here anyway. Might as well try to enjoy it. Oh, Machias. Rose-tinted glasses to the extreme. Have I spoken to everyone? I think Elisa and Elliot were with the tanks. We just spoke to Crow and Machias. We spoke to Eustace and Gaius. Spoke to Laura and Fee. We spoke to Emma. Spoke to Sarah. I believe that's everyone. This place is so freaking confusing though. Let's just assume I've spoken to everyone. I can't think of other people I would still need to speak to. Spoke to Milliam. I think that's everyone. Or am I upstairs? That's probably everyone. All right, Nightheart. So you're the students who've come to tour the fortress. Yes, sir. He's wearing an officer's uniform. I wonder if he is... This is Lieutenant General Walter, commander of Garrelia Fortress. Why is his belt changing color? Is it going in and out of shadow? Is that what's happening? It looks like his belt is like loading or something. That is so distracting. He also serves as the division commander for the 5th Armored Division, which is stationed here. Ah, I apologize for not greeting you sooner, sir. Thank you for granting us this opportunity to tour the fortress. It really is an honor. Well, at least you aren't lacking in manners. Also, his eyebrows are so intense. So intense. I don't think I could arch my eyebrows like that if I tried. Hardly built like a soldier, though. I'm a kid, and also you're kind of scrawny yourself, standing there next to Nightheart, so I don't want to hear it. I have my doubts that you'd be able to endure the military's training regimen with a physique like that. You sure you're training them properly, Major? My apologies, sir. Though I hear the Academy has a former bracer as their combat instructor, they must really be scraping bottom. I've heard of the Purple Lightning before, of course, but a bracer is still a bracer. Yeah, at least they care about the people. Leaving such an important role in the hands of a civilian is ridiculous. The famous Thors isn't what it used to be. Okay. This guy's a bit of a jerk. Well, no surprises here. It's like he fills in every box on the checklist for stereotypical Imperial Army soldier. Anyway, as Fortress Commander, allow me to welcome you to Garrelia. Keep in mind, though, that we are constantly on alert for potential threats from the east. I have no problem with your class conducting your field study here, but see that you don't get in the way. Of course, sir. Go get Fee. She'll punch him in the face for you. I should. She would have a great time. I think Sarah would also have a great time if she was told she could just punch this guy for free. Very well. I'll take my leave here as I have business to attend to. Fee might just shoot him or throw a bomb at him. He's certainly strict. Well, he is responsible for keeping one of the Empire's most vital defensive fortifications running smoothly. Considering the ongoing tensions between the Empire and the Republic, you should be grateful he allowed you to come at all. I won't forget it. He should be grateful that I'm going to save his stupid fortress, sort of? Maybe? I I don't remember how anything plays out after the boss fight. I feel like I only ever just did the boss fight and then I just stopped playing the game. So after this, everything will be new to me. Now I'm afraid I must excuse myself as well. You're welcome to tour the rest of the fortress, but don't try to enter the command center. Of course. Good luck with your work, instructor. I'll see you later then. Where's Elliot's dad, though? I want to meet Elliot's dad. Also, I'm definitely going to try to walk into this room. Lieutenant General Walter and Major Neidhart's voices can be heard coming from within the room. They seem really busy. Maybe I should look somewhere else. Where else, though? What am I supposed to be doing right now? I don't remember. Maybe if I walk in and out of a room, it'll trigger something. Not one of these rooms. Maybe if I like try to go outside or something. It sure didn't. What does the game want me to be doing though? Oh, I could be on that other floor. I don't think I've been there. Fortress relay area. I don't think I've been to that other side. Fortress storage floor 2. I don't think we can go to that other side. Gabe, where do you want me to go? Oh. Figured it out. This bulletin is to inform all Thor students that preparations for today's military exercise are now complete. Please assemble in the hangar immediately. Your transport is standing by. I repeat. That's Instructor Neidhart. The time must have passed more quickly than I thought. I suppose I should start making my way toward the hangar. Maybe I'll run into the others on my way. We boarded the armored cars and set off toward the proving grounds. I just feel like using new tanks to blow up old tanks seems like such a waste of money. I mean, I don't know how else you would train the new tanks. I don't know. I just feel like every old tank you destroy, you're just throwing millions of dollars away. The inside of the armored cars was narrow and cramped, and the smell of machine oil hung in the musty air. The cars shook and rattled over the uneven ground, tumbling us around like an iron coffin on wheels. What a fun image! Eventually, after enduring 10 minutes of jaw-rattling travel, unable to even peek outside at the scenery, we finally arrived at Corellia Fortress's military proving grounds. I don't know, there are no windows. We could be anywhere. Coffin on wheels, though. Dang, tell us how you really feel. Corellia Fortress Annex, military training ground. Wow. Octane battle tanks. There are plenty of older tanks out there too. It even looks like they have airships here. Orbit's even allowed them to make skyships afloat, more or less for free. Oh yeah, so long as they have the resources, you doubt they care much about destroying the old stuff. That's fair. Orbits are cheating. Welcome. Oh. Finally get to meet him. So that's Elliot's dad. I don't see the family resemblance. It looks like the hair made the jump from father to son, though. Wasn't his mother also a redhead in that flashback we saw? I think she was. Reporting, Lieutenant General. Very good, Neidhart. And Instructor Valestein, I believe. Pleased to meet you. It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lieutenant General Craig. Allow me to extend my deepest thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us for the Academy's curriculum today. Think nothing of it. Many of these fine youngsters may one day hold positions in the Imperial Army after all. Besides, I owe a lot to old General Van Dyke. Ah, and these must be... What a piercing stare. So this is Craig the Red. He looks so fierce. Elliot, my boy! It's so good to see you again. Huh? Aww. It must be half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? That's a sharp-looking uniform you've got, too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Dad, come on. Who have you had take photos of him in his uniform? Did you have his sister do it while we were staying in Heimdall? You still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle. There's a part of me that hopes you'll stay my little cherub forever. I love him. But you're a man of Erebonia, and the men of the Empire must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good as a man that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. Dad, I can't breathe. I feel like everything I've been told about him was a lie. There do seem to be some differences from the stories. Are you kidding me? He seems like a cool guy, right? Me and Crow, same page. This one time. Neidhart is like, I can't look at it anymore. This is so embarrassing. I don't know them. I don't work for him. Who is he? What a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona. You're gonna sick your sister on him for hugging you too much? Moving right along. Lieutenant General Olaf Craig. I'm Lieutenant General Olaf Craig, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. He surely has a secret agent or two following his precious son. Oh, I'm sure. I really want to know who in town he's paid off to stalk his child, though. It'd be so funny if there really were people that you could talk to, and every now and again they just dropped random hints. But like, oh, did you remember to send that picture this month? Or something random like that. Retcon that into the game, please. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. You've got one heck of a dad, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. Now let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. This exercise will consist of a simulated battle conducted by 2 of our armored divisions. Armored regiments at the formation center, infantry, armored cars, and airships will work in tandem. Random side note, I feel like every party member's family we've met, starting with, we started with Eustace's, who's his family, other than Rufus, like hates him. Every family has gotten progressively more caring Except for Gaius, he's the outlier. His family is perfect. But other than him, slowly more and more familial love. Until this. Using their maneuverability to the fullest to obliterate the targets. As our targets today, we'll be using previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, but they've only been armed with paint bullets. They make paint bullets for tanks? I mean, I guess. Make what you need. However, all other regiments taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition. So you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? It would hardly be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1400 hours, right on schedule. We'll now begin today's joint military exercise. Armored Divisions 4 and 5 commence combat operations. Glory to the Empire and the Imperial Army. Begin. Yes, sir. 5th Armored Division, Armored Regiment, will advance first. Armored Car Regiment and Infantry Regiment follow their lead. 4th Armored Division, Armored Regiment, and Infantry Regiment advance together. Armored Car Regiment deploy to the left and right. If you say so. Oh, well, bye. They did say they don't need these tanks anymore. I just don't really see how this is a viable training exercise when it's such a one-sided slaughter. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I don't understand how military practices work. Wow. It's certainly potent. So this is the kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war. Ugh. You said those tanks are called Octanes? Yeah, they're a type of main battle tank the Reinford Company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing their power firsthand tells you what numbers and decimal points don't. They may be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent. And the Imperial armies got a couple hundred of those in the wings, huh? It's kind of crazy. You try fighting things like these head-on, you won't stand a chance. That's as true for our own nation as it is for others. I just can't get used to this. Just the sound of the artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. I don't think that's something you should get used to. I mean, if the sound of guns and warfare ever stopped bothering you, I'd be worried. Green. Uh-oh. I guess this is another kind of strength.